You making your soup?
Yeah. Delicious. Soup.
Hello and welcome to another Storytime Sunday. Today's story time, it's kind of a scary one in honor of Halloween coming up in the next few days. So, today's story?
It's about the time I had a tumor in my head.
She had a tumor. It was
Scary.
I wasn't around for this one, so she's gonna do most of the talking here because how old were you when this happened?
I was 5, so I was
5 years old.
about Carson's age, because Carson's almost 5. So right in between Coda and Carson. So I remember starting to experience headaches and telling my mom that my head hurt really bad. And so I remember one day in particular, I was laying on the couch taking a nap because my head was just hurting me really bad. And my mom was making lemonade in the kitchen. Like, I'll never forget it. And I went in there to get some lemonade and I fainted. So that was kind of scary.
Yeah, that's way scary.
Yeah. So I think I would have a heart attack if Coda or Carson did that.
Yeah, just walks in and just...
Yeah.
Did you like fall over or like what were you doing? I don't...
Yeah, I like walked up to the kitchen counter. This is my 5-year-old memory. So Mom, correct me if I'm wrong, but I walked into the kitchen. She's making lemonade. I walked up to the counter and I remember saying something about the lemonade and then just boom. Passing out. So it obviously scared my mom really bad. And I don't know exactly what happened, but they ended up taking me to the doctor, obviously, and found out that I had a tumor. And it wasn't a tumor that like I needed a scan to see at first, because the doctor looked in my ear, like when they're doing ear checkup, and he could see it with his naked eye, like through my ear canal. They did, however, end up doing a CT scan after that just to see how extensive, how large it was, and everything that would need to be done to remove the tumor. So we scheduled a surgery, and obviously my parents were nervous. I was their first child, still really young, kind of scary thing.
Yeah, that's way scary.
I know, and at this point they didn't know like if it was benign or malignant, they didn't know if it was cancerous or anything like that. So we had the surgery, and my dad tells it he was really nervous about the surgery, obviously, because anything to do with your head, I don't know, any surgery anywhere on your body, but your head especially, I don't know, because so many things could go wrong.
Yeah, your brain's in there.
Yeah, and I remember my parents having to sign a waiver pretty much of anything could happen to me during surgery because it was my head, so they couldn't sue with however I came out of surgery. And thinking about that now, having kids, like, can you imagine
like the hardest
signing
thing
that?
to sign ever.
Yeah,
like,
but at the same time, you want this growth taken out of their head. I don't know, that would be really
which
scary.
One's worse?
Yeah. So I had the surgery. They brought me into the recovery room, and as I started coming out of the anesthesia, I guess I was just acting crazy. I was flailing, kicking my arms and legs, ramming, like hitting my head on the pillow, screaming bloody murder. So obviously, first thing my dad thinks is they ruined her brain. Like she's now mentally handicapped, and they did this to her. So obviously, that like dad protective instinct, he freaked out. He lost on the doctor and said like, "You did this to her, like you ruined her." And the doctor was like, "You knew the risks." And luckily, though, guys, I'm okay.
She's all here. Most of the time. Oh. Just kidding.
So luckily it was just the side effects of the anesthesia, and it was still, as a kid, you kind of don't know what happened.
Well, I've came off anesthesia before, and
as an adult,
you feel weird.
You
like
feel
you're
weird.
just like, what is going on? Where am I? What happened?
Well, and having IVs and being on a hospital bed, I think you're kind of just like, what is going on? Like, get me off of here. And obviously, as a kid, you're going to start crying in that situation and screaming. Carson actually just had a surgery this year, and he had a hard time coming out of anesthesia as well. It broke my heart, but
well, we couldn't be there when he woke up either.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me be there until after he was awake, and so that was really hard.
Yeah, and that's another story for another Sunday. So
he's okay. It wasn't a very serious surgery, but it was just the side effects of the anesthesia. So that wore off, and I was okay. I have a pretty cool scar. We'll have to take a picture or something, show you guys, because, I should probably tell you how they removed the tumor is this is kind of gross, sorry for those of you who are squeamish. They cut the whole backside of my right ear and kind of just like flopped my ear over onto my face to go in and take it out. So that's nice because my scar is just behind my ear. It's not like, I don't know, anywhere. They didn't have to shave my head or
hidden.
anything. Yeah, it's kind of hidden. It's kind of cool too. I used to tell people I was an alien when I was little. You know in Men in Black how they have like the little scar by the ear?
Yeah.
But
You really are an alien, aren't you?
I am. I'm
knew
an
it.
alien.
If this ever happened, she's just really an alien invading our planet. Telling stories.
I'm an alien. Okay. Anyway, as a result of the surgery though, and the removal of the tumor was that it made me deaf in my right ear. Since then, I think I have regained a little bit of that hearing. Not completely, for sure. But a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like if I lay on my left ear, like on my pillow and I'm sleeping at night, I can't hear. Like Cody could be talking to me from 2 feet away and I don't know what he's saying. So I always sleep on my right side because I have to be able to hear my kids.
She has to sleep on that side, and if
do.
she doesn't, she just like lays there for like 5 minutes and immediately rolls back over just because she's a little paranoid about hearing the kids, which is a good thing.
You know, anything could happen, and I have a baby. I have to listen. But so it left me deaf in my right ear, so that wasn't very fun. Luckily, the tumor was benign, completely like non-cancerous. It was just a growth, and it's called a cholesteatoma. I don't know how common they are, but that's what happened.
She had a tumor.
I had a tumor, yeah. It was kind of crazy. And it's weird because I'm not the only person who's had a tumor. Jed, my cute brother that you guys know and love, he had a tumor as well. And we are going to definitely tell his story because he has the craziest story. It's way more intense than my tumor story. But that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the scary story for this spooky weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween. And
Kind of a crazy thing. It's weird because your whole life, you know, you grow up knowing this about yourself and knowing that your parents went through that, and you're just like, oh, that's kind of scary. But until you have kids that are that exact same age,
yeah.
like, Mom and Dad, you're amazing. Like, no wonder you lost it on that doctor, Dad. Like, I would have too, probably.
Yeah, it's scary stuff. Anytime your kids are injured, it's just not fun.
Yeah,
Horrible
or in pain
experience.
in any way.
Yeah.
Not a fun time, but.
Yeah.
Night, Tiny.
We have a visitor. Want to come say hi?
Coda set up like a barber shop in the bathroom, so
Hi.
this is his wonderful creation. You can't
Coda's
move
been
it.
doing
There's
the
like a
kids'
bottle
hair.
of hairspray.
And like a bottle of cologne on him, so you smell real good.
Kenny, can you say hi to everyone?
Hi.
You want to come say hi, Coda? No.
Tell
Gotta
us about
show him
lots
your
of candy.
hair. Come show him your hair real quick.
Guys.
Lots of candy.
He's having fun doing his hair today.
This was styled with a plastic fork. It's beautiful.
Killing it, dude.
And this over here, we got a bunch of slick ricks on our hands.
Oh yeah.
You guys, if you
I
could
can
feel
Kenny's
this,
hair.
is rock hard. But yeah, can you tell them thanks for watching our story time?
Thanks for watching.
Oh, hey, and you need to tell them thank you for all the nice comments on your question and answer video.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I paused my movie this so I can see.
Good.
Oh.
First, come on over here. Can't see it.
That's. Can I put my badge on?
Oh, we got your badge? Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's it for us today, guys. But thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And have a great one.
Say bye.
Bye. See you.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
It's kind of a scary one in honor of Thanksgiving. Wow. It's not Thanksgiving. Okay.
Storytime Sunday.
And